morning, everybody. How you doing? It's your boy Matty B, Epis Sports Radio's episode 31. Thank you for joining us for this early morning Epis. Come get your coffee ready. Sit down, hang out, join the conversation. We're not going to be going too long, not doing a 3-hour show like we did the other night. Oh, my God. But we're doing an hour. It's going to be good. And as always, keep showing up.
Wake up! You can't remember where it was. Has this dream stopped?
Broadcasting from the capital of sports, it's the Matty
Put my mic on!
Right here on Epis Sports Radio.
I gotta come up with a new intro edit. Princess Joy coming from you too. What up? What up, Princess?
That ball is high. That is far. It is gone. Very deep as Wright hits one deep to left field. Headley back near the wall.
He was in the news recently too.
All of those guys are on now.
Here we go. All right, everybody. Matty B. Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Matty B. We got my co-host, W. Dubois, hanging out.
Hey,
Good
guys.
morning. It's a Sunday morning episode 31. Thank you for joining us on such short notice. We did throw out a little promo, let you know we'd be going live. We just didn't know when we'd be going live Sunday, so here we are. Thank you for joining us this morning. We got people already here. Aiden's chilling us, coming from Twitch. We got Princess hanging with us, and we got some more of you behind the scenes. Thank you for joining us this morning. I am tired. I did a lot yesterday with this. Yes, well, listen, of course, I know you got your old man nap in. You got a couple of bets in. Good for you. Look at this. You're making money. He's taking naps. It's a beautiful thing, though.
I'm still off the plane, I'm still trying to get my balance together. Still 4 days off the plane. I'm still a little...
Yeah, you jet lagged from that little East Coast trip, huh?
Yeah, right. Bro, it's not easy traveling, bro. With
man.
these, with these hips and these knees, it's not easy traveling. It's just a little creaky. But go ahead, though, Matty. Yeah, man. Tell us how tired you are.
No. I mean, listen, I'm as
beaten up.
I'm as tired.
We want to hear it.
I normally am. But yeah, no, it was a long day yesterday. Going to the Met game. We got there early, man. Got there like around 2:30. Game 4:10. And.
David Wright Day, baby.
David Wright Day. We didn't get out of there till about I don't know. It's like 7:30, something like that. We didn't get home till about 8:30. It was long, and then coming home, and then just with the kids and that. By the time they were in bed, it was late night already. Like 10 o'clock. So just a lot going on for us. That and I was up early, getting to it, and editing video all day already. Already had a day before that day, so jam-packed at the park, man. A lot of people there. I haven't seen it that packed in a long time.
Nobody wanted to leave either.
Nobody wanted to leave, and it almost ended up being a heroic finish to the game by a matter of feet. Soto nearly ties it right there in the end in the ninth inning. 1 out, 2 on. And he's 5 feet, to the left, would have tied the game right off the pole. I caught it on video too, of my reaction. I threw it up on the stories. I know some of you guys have caught that. I hope you enjoyed all that. That was fun for me to make, but it was just wild. It was, hoping for the storybook ending to a beautiful ceremonial day, and it was a nice ceremony. It was kind of raining in and out during the ceremony, but it was kind of nice too because You know, it was like fucking 90 degrees. You know, it actually wasn't 90 degrees, but it was like 80, 85, with the humidity probably feeling like 90. And you got that sun shining down on you. But we had like some rain showers throughout the ceremony. Beautiful speech, Howie Rose, the tributes, the video tributes, all very nice. Definitely made me tear up a little bit. I was kind of hoping to hear more from, past players, maybe, a Daniel Murphy, Jose Reyes, maybe even Terry Collins. What a big ovation for Terry Collins, man. Oh, my God. The place went nuts, let me tell you. That was insane. And same thing when, he ended up hugging Reyes. The place went nuts for that one. So I was kind of like, it would have been nice, it would have been a real crowd pleaser, I think, if, Terry spoke a little bit, but they didn't have anybody speak. They were all just sitting there. You had Willie Randolph, Terry, an old, bullpen coach that's apparently David Wright's, best bud or whatever. I didn't know that, finding out new things, so it was interesting cast of people, but not a lot of people either, which I feel, this is, the Mets, captain for, quite some time, right? And not a lot of people, I figured there'd be a little bit more. Cliff Lloyd there, I love to see Cliff, got a great ovation as well. Good for him, it's well deserved. I forget the freaking relief pitcher that they brought. I guess he knows Buddy of David. There was some relief pitcher that was a bit of a scrub. Didn't last too long.
Was Jose Reyes there?
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, Reyes was there, bro. I took pictures. I got the stories there and all that too. I got beautiful pictures of Reyes. I was right there, man. I was right behind the dugout.
Yeah.
Did you not see the stories, sir? Everybody else has.
No, I didn't.
Well, you got to get up on your homework then, sir. All right. Matty B was
Shame on me.
Matty B was busy yesterday. Did you see the
it meant so much to you, Matty. I'm over here.
Did you see the post game reaction? You didn't see my post game reaction, did you? I don't know if I like this sun. I got the sunshine out. You did not see my
I don't know, Matty.
reaction?
Man, the sun looks all right on you, man.
No, it doesn't. That's too shiny, bro.
It's Sunday morning, baby. Matty, man,
That's
I
too
didn't
much.
see.
I look like a ghost, bro.
I wanted to lie so
change it.
bad and say, I saw it, but I didn't, man.
I don't.
I'm shit.
Aiden,
Terrible.
that's not too much light, bro. I could dim that light just a tad.
I don't know, man. Look at that, man.
I'm shining, baby.
You went out. You survived the end. Come on,
yeah.
man.
I don't know.
It's natural light, baby.
Yeah, all right, a little change, I suppose, but it's kind of bothering my eyes right now. I need sunglasses also. I got these weak white eyes, bro. The white complexion. The lack of melanin. No, the lack of melanin in my skin. This is the problem. It's just
I'm a real scumbag because
I'm blind.
The lack of melanin.
That's true, bro.
No, I mean, I think the light in there. It's just I don't know. It's organic. What can I say?
Aiden, let me. I'm sorry, bro. I had to get through the opening there. I didn't forget about you. I'm gonna get to your comment now. What are you checking the stories now? You can check it later, bro. You don't have to check it now, or I can pull it up for you.
Aiden, listen.
I can pull up the video of me doing the post game for the people right now.
If we have time in an hour, we'll look at the little story video.
Jeez, wow, you're really shitting down. Wow. That's it. I thought
I'm just trying to stay in character as the matter of fact Yankee fan. Yeah.
No, it's not even about that, bro. It's about the Epis stuff. All right, I'm very proud of what I did. All right. Although, actually, I will say I was very pissed at myself.
Man. That's what I said. Man.
I was very pissed because it was a 1.5 minute clip. All right, and I just did a quick post game and then talk about the ceremony a little bit, and. Nice scenic backdrop, the whole nine, perfect conditions.
Okay.
But I said unfortunately 3 times in that minute and a half. That's unacceptable. As a reporter, you can't do that. You can't say unfortunate. And the first two were within the first 30 seconds, so it's even worse.
You just get one.
I know. I was nervous. One take Johnny, and I was nervous.
That's real good to critique yourself like that. No. I
was already pissed. But the second I was editing it and listening to it, I was like, you son of a bitch.
Like, I don't want to use it, right? You're like, I don't want to use this.
No, it's still good though, but like, it's just that alone, kind of pissed me off. All right, so
And I bet you mentioned
Aiden had a question.
his betting, his little betting. Yeah, I saw it.
What is going on in my chat there? Why is that doing that? Oh yeah.
I'm trying to understand what Aiden said. I'm trying to break it down in my head.
So he said, let's say I have 2 betting apps. I want to spend $100 on the same game. I bet the win on one and the lose on the other. Okay. Should make money pretty much every time, and if so, is that the type of betting allowed?
I don't know how, though.
Yes,
the odds
yes,
would have...
and yes, you can hedge. So your answer right there, yes, that is allowed. They're not going to stop it.
No, but how are you making money unless the odds are a little different?
Right. The problem is you need... What are you betting on? Because the problem is, if it's even money type stuff, let's say you're just betting on, this money line. If you're betting, if you bet money line,
no, even money,
well, even money, right?
It's
got to be even money, because if it's money line, then
spread.
It's gonna be. It has to be even money. Like you're not gonna be profiting all the time. You're just gonna be basically winning back your money. You might profit a little.
Oh,
bit.
He has
to
be. Aiden has to be meaning. Aiden has to be meaning it the other way, doesn't he? Unless you're doing like, you're getting minus 110 one place and even money the other. You got $10 different or 10 cents different.
Right. I mean, I'd have to look at the numbers and really see, to speak on it. So I'm trying to pull up my DraftKings app right now. Aiden. So like, what's a bet? He's a 50 on a win, a 50 on a lose. So I was hopping on that would have different
on the money line, right?
Oh no, he's hoping that one app would have different odds than the other. Not necessarily.
Right, you have to.
I mean, if it did, you got lucky, and you'd have to benefit from that. But chances are no. Most apps are relatively close in terms of the numbers. They're really not. Other apps will be throwing out promotions, things like that. That might beefing the odds a little bit, which could play in your favor theoretically. Especially, like Sunday is, during the football season, there's always, 10% boost, 15% boost, 20% boost, that going on. So if you could play that game, you could increase your odds of making some small scratch. Or it's going to require you to bet big to win very little in order to gain that type of profit. I'm currently logging in to my DraftKings right now, just so I can reference for myself. All right, so let me see here. Let's see. What do you like to bet on? So we'll just go to MLB, right? So you got San Francisco Giants, Toronto Blue Jays, right?
I'm all over that game today, baby. 12:05, baby.
Oh my Jesus Christ! All right. So what are you doing? What are you doing, Dub? Since you're all over it, what's your game? What's your pick for that?
What Robbie Ray's pitching today?
Are you doing prop? Are you not picking run line?
I would have noticed. What I've noticed is the Giants never lose by more than 1 run when he pitches. Because I was gonna go ahead and take Toronto to -1.5, but then I went and looked. I was like, damn, he's only lost 1 time. The team were by more than 1 run, and then I think they've lost 2 games when he's pitched, or not 2 games. Whatever his loss record is how many games they've lost when he's pitched. They don't. So
you're not picking run line or money line or
I was gonna take I'm just gonna probably take just the Blue Jays. I don't know. It's a tough one. Matty, but when I jumped to look at the game, I was like, I'm good. Then when I saw the Robbie Ray stat, I kind of got a little timid. But if I would probably go the spread. I probably was going to take Blue Jays -1.5.
Right. So so if you you're getting Blue Jays. You get an alternate spread then, because Blue Jays are +1.5. Yeah.
Yeah, at -185, I got him over here, right?
So I'm not.
So let's just do that. Let's just say that though. Let's say
the alternate run line?
Yeah, the alternate. No, the regular, the +1.5.
Right. So if you take Blue Jays +1.5, so right now on DraftKings you're getting -183. Right. So just for reference, a little $10 bet will win you $5, right? $5 and change. So now if you go on, a different app, bro, or honestly, Aiden, you really don't even, you can hedge your bet right there on DraftKings. And now if you're, again, to your point, if you're trying to go on another app and hopefully getting better odds on the opposite bet to increase your ability to make money, chances are for something like that, like run line, things like that, or spread, is not, you're not going to get a much better deal. It might be like, if it's like minus 120, it might be minus 130 or minus 110.
Right.
Like, it's not.
Right.
It's
Over here on, for example,
off,
since you're in there right now, Matty, for example, I'm on Hard
Right.
Rock in Florida. You got to use Hard Rock. You can't use DraftKings in Florida. So regardless, anyway, I got on the money line, it's minus 110, both sides.
Right.
So it's almost an even game. I don't know what you got over there for the money line.
Money line, it's minus 108, 108 for San Francisco, minus 112 for Toronto. So again, it's by a couple of points. It's really not gonna. The only way that kind of changing the value is if you're betting huge money, and
Right.
it's not. And again, it's even in the grand scheme at that point, it's really not that big of a change. So. For reference, right, if you were to just straight up, I'm picking plus 1.5 Toronto today, right? Minus 183 odds. That's a $10 bet. You win, that's $5. If you go the other way,
It's less than that.
If you go
less than that, probably.
No, it's
right?
$5. I just got it. I just looked at it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking in real in time. As I press it, it tells you. So.
Oh yeah. You win $5. Sorry.
Yeah, you win $5.
Right. Sorry.
You get 15 back. So San Francisco minus 1.5. All right. If you go that way, if you bet $10, you win 15. So let's just say. So let's say one of those has got to lose, right? So obviously the money is in the San Francisco bet, and in the Toronto you're getting less, but chances are you win more with that one. So let's just say, all right. Let's just say you win the San Francisco bet, you win the 15, right? You bet 10, you win 15. You lose the other bet over there. So you put each bet is $20 total, $10 each.
Right. So you lost the 10 over there.
You lost 10 over there, right? So now we're down, that's you're down to what is it?
Right.
Let's do the math on it. So you win one, you get minus so what is it, 15? Yeah, so you get 15.
Yeah, you lost $5.
Profit.
You $5 over there. Yeah, $10 profit.
So it's just
Or
a $10. It's a
$10
profit, right?
Yeah.
Total. That's it. So if it goes the other way, now it goes the other way. You lose the San Francisco bet, you win the Toronto, right?
You flip
What
it
is
around,
it then?
yeah.
You lose $5, don't you? Or is it? Or is it
Yeah.
you only get $5? You win $5. No, you lose $5.
You lose $5.
You lose $5. So there you go. So either way, obviously you're still gonna have to hit every now and then. You're gonna have to hit the underdog to maintain that type of profit. It's not a bad game to play theoretically, but you gotta you gotta pick some games where the underdog comes out and win. Otherwise, eventually it's gonna be a losing algorithm.
Nah, but Aiden is saying that he's picking one side on one app.
It doesn't
and
matter.
and then the other side on the other app.
But we just proved that doesn't matter because you're not
Right.
getting
You're
much
always-
money difference. So you can literally place both bets on the same app. Doesn't matter. You can just do two separate bets. You can hedge your bet. People do this. It's a hedge. It's just called hedging. You bet one side, you bet the other side. In hopes that you come out in the money. Basically hoping that you get that that underdog win. Because if you don't, you're gonna come out in a negative still. It's not much of a loss, like you says, just a $5 loss because theoretically you still won the bet, but you didn't win in the money. So,
Right.
honestly, like at that point, you're still just hoping for an underdog win. Unless you change the dollar amount, like if say you change the numbers and you bet half the amount on the underdog, like you bet $5 on the underdog, and then you bet $10 on the favorite. Which again, then now like you're just limiting your ability to profit anyway. It's not
There's no more fun no more.
There's not a super winning system, unless you continue to hit that underdog, which is in the money.
Right.
Yeah, like that's really it. So oftentimes it comes down to now you picking a game where, all right, yeah, you're hedging your bets, but you're in hopes that underdog is winning. So I don't know. It's not a terrible strategy, like especially in like baseball and during the regular season, basketball.
Maybe for live betting, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, you know what? You're right, because live betting, man, gets you really good, crazy odds too, and that could be really worth it as well. But live betting, if one
Then
team's
now you're
winning,
chasing you're
if
chasing
one team's
shit.
winning, bro, if one team's winning like that, you're not getting any money, even on a win. It's like big negative money. Like big negative odds at that point, like minus 400. Like you're not profiting anything. A couple bucks at that at that level. So I don't even know if that pans out anyway, because now you're really just banking on the underdog to win. So hedging the bet, man, is weird. You could do the emotional hedge. Pick a game that way. A team that you like. Go against your team. That's my problem. That's why I don't bet, because I bet on my teams too much, and I have too much faith in them, and ultimately I'll lose my money. So I just decide, yeah, that's not for me. That's good. So
man.
it's been a minute since I placed a bet.
I'm an underdog better.
Yeah.
I'm an underdog better. I see the money. Plus
again,
money.
like we just spoke about, you kind of have to be, right, to make some money. Unless you just pick winners all the time. And you're good at that. I mean, which is it's been proven. Listen, the betting thing, man, as good as it is, we can show a lot of pay slips from a lot of people.
Right.
And,
I can show you a lot of losses. I was hot last night. I could show you our face, but I was hot last night looking at these Matty. A's against at Cleveland took it. Yeah. White Sox at Pittsburgh took it. Rockies home for the Twins, took the Rockies last night. But I took them one by one. If take it by parlay, I'd have been rich.
Right,
I wouldn't even showed up today.
Yeah.
seven of them.
It's tough, man. It's tough. But
that's why I'm scared to play today, bro. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna take that, because I know I was so hot last night. I'll balance out. The gambling gods will put me back in my place today or tomorrow, whenever soon.
Yeah.
So
this is. I don't hate the strategy, Aiden. I really don't. Like you could test it out again. If you pick some good ones, you might be able to make a little scratch from that.
I mean, he's been trying it.
At the very least, I don't think. You're gonna lose a lot doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a responsible way to where, like, unless you just get like a crazy string of favorites winning. Which if you pick enough games, it's not gonna happen. Like you pick 5 games today, chances are you're gonna hit 2 underdogs. Like chances, especially on the hedge. If you're betting both
I love
sides,
home dogs. I'm a big home dog.
like that's
I like home dogs.
Yeah.
In baseball, I love home dogs.
Yeah, I think I would do it like that. Like, you don't need to throw a lot of money at it, but like you could do like, $5 or max like $5 each game.
That's what I took on the Rockies yesterday.
like
$5
games,
gave me back 12.
If he's betting both sides, though, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 different bets. Like that's a lot going on there. But, it could that money, $5 that $40 that start getting a little expensive. But again, you're most likely actually going to win your money there. If you do it in bulk, it's like almost doing buying like a lottery ticket. Like, let me get five games, and increase my chances. That's like basically how I see that. Let me get 5 games. Let me get 10 games. Increase my chances of making a profit there. And as opposed to a lottery, which you basically have no shot of winning, you actually can make some money here with betting. If you do it like that, that could be a way. Yeah. If you're willing to put your money up like that, test it with like a couple of dollars. Just do $2 games. $2 games. Pick 10 of them. See how it goes. Like that might not be a bad strategy, because you don't need to hit all the underdogs. You hit 3, 4.
Or 3 of them, you get 3 out of 10. You're back. You're over.
Right, you're over. So chances are, you do that, and you do that
with
smart ones. You do that. You do that. Man, I tell you what, soccer might be a good play there, because you get crazy odds with soccer, and every week we see underdogs win. in soccer, or at least tie, and you get good. The problem is that draw, because you either choose to pick them to win, lose, or to draw. So now it becomes 3 choices, in which, unless you're betting on all 3 choices, that's tough. But I don't know, like if you just do win-loss, I feel like maybe you could win something there. But more of a gamble because of that 3rd choice in the draw. Baseball doesn't have that. Baseball, basketball, it doesn't have that. So, it's going to be, is what it is. You pick in, the spread, over, under, pick each side. There you go. All right, a lot of talk about the betting here. Getting going on this early morning episode. Making me want to bet, guys. Again, it's contagious. I want to get in on this action now, man. I haven't placed a bet in a minute, honestly. It's been a long time for me. Probably a couple of months. When was the last time it was probably Super Bowl. I probably placed some bets on Super Bowl. Maybe a little bit since then. But I can't think of basketball, probably. Playoff basketball. I think maybe a little bit early on. I don't think just a little bit dipped it in when my Knicks were playing, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Aiden, get back to me. We would love to talk about it again going forward. I'd love to know your results, crunch the numbers a little bit, He said, I see the wheels turning in your eyes, Matty. Yeah, I mean, a little bit, it's getting me thinking a little bit. Get that itch, It's terrible, bro. The problem with me, too, with the gambling, I don't even care about winning the money. It's that feeling during. It's the excitement of potentially hitting. Because when you get that win, it's like, all right, what's the next one? That's it. It's just a drug, man.
And that's the thing about it. And that's the thing about it.
Yeah,
it is.
It's no good.
It totally is.
It's
totally is drugs. It's totally a drug.
It's just another form of the dopamine
It's total
hit.
drugs. Absolutely.
It's a dopamine hit, bro. And especially when betting on my team, that's hard. That's always tough, right? Or betting against your team, that's a sick thing to do. A good, person that we know in the radio business, Evan Roberts, he does that emotional hedging. Bets on against his teams a lot, just for the sake of, profiting a little bit, or,
profiting in the pain.
Profiting in the pain. That's
profiting from the pain, yes.
That's sick stuff, yeah. And big money at that, so it's like, oh, man. How could you, man? Anyway, so that was going on. Mets fall short yesterday. Yes, I did a little post-game presser, for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I said unfortunately 3 times. Unfortunately, I'm trying to fix that. But yeah, the stories, you got to watch for you to go back and watch the stories, Dub. You got to check that out. They were hilarious. You got to listen to them, too.
I'm going to look at them, man. I'm going to be a decent co-host.
I did.
I got to be a better co-host. I got to be a decent
sleeping, man. Sleeping. I had that going up during the game, bro, But yeah, Yankees find a way to pull it out yesterday. I thought they lost when I woke up this morning. And apparently, no, that was not the case. Found a way to pull it out. You watched the full game, Dub?
No, I passed out on it.
Oh, see, that's why you weren't watching the stories. Hey,
I couldn't, yeah. See what happens when you gamble on the game? You can't watch it. You can't watch
12-9. 12-9 yesterday for the Yankees. Could maybe play a little bit of
I saw when they tied the game at 8. I think it was Bellinger who went yard.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, it was Volpe. When Volpe home run tied the game, it was because they were down 8-4, and they had a couple of comebacks in that game where they chipped away, and Braves added a couple. Then the Yankees chipped away a little bit more, but after the 8-8, Uncle W was knocked out.
Yes. Yeah, it looks like it was a crazy game. Yankees definitely came on in the second half. Early on, Braves smacking them 4 runs in the 4th, 2 runs in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. Right. But Yankees snap back. Snap 4 runs in that 6th inning, 4 runs in the 9th to finish them off. Crazy stuff. Got Goldie leading off. Has he been leading off? It's crazy, this construction in this Yankee lineup, man.
The Yankees with that bullpen game on Friday, man, like they just gave it away. We didn't. No one understood it. Having that bullpen game on Friday night when during episode 30 they were getting trounced by these same Braves. So sad yesterday, man. Bounce back game, and I expected the Yankees to handle business yesterday, but so seeing them come start 6-0, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
All right, let's get settled in.
Right.
On the road in Atlanta, and then they handle business. So it's a good win yesterday.
Yeah, indeed. I'm going to pull up some of the late inning highlights for you guys because I can't play all of it. We know how that show goes. But, yeah, good stuff. I mean, I was kind of, hoping that for the Mets to find a way to win, come back late, didn't get it. So it's good for the Yankees. They needed this, man, and... it comes in a struggling Braves team, so that's nothing new there. It's just a continuous struggle for this Braves team. They show you signs offensively, but pitching wise, it's crazy how this team has fallen apart in that aspect.
Yes, sir.
They were really promising in past years, and now it just doesn't seem any hope for this Braves team. Hopefully, the Yankees can capitalize playing them today. As well, right? What time?
It's crazy.
What time are they going today?
I think we're late. They're in 1 o'clock.
Is 1
1:35. 1:35. 1:35. Matty.
Interesting time start on it.
It's like every 1:35 down in ATL.
Yeah.
The Mets are 140, by the way. And it seems like the Marlins are winning like every night. And they just pass by the Braves. They're 3 games up on the Braves. They're 9.5 out.
Marlins got a chance to surprise everybody, especially with the way the Mets are playing. Phillies, good start for them. It's here in the second half. See if they can continue the momentum. Schwarber with a grand slam yesterday, doing his thing.
The Marlins won 4 in a row, Matty, by the way. I'm now starting.
Yeah, it's a problem. And before that, hot. Boston cooling off. They got smacked around yesterday, right? I think.
Boston.
They got shut out by the Cubs, I believe, right? I was watching a little bit of that. Yeah.
They got beat up.
Pete Crow, bro, this freaking kid, man. I was watching it a little bit when I got home, man. I'm like, man, this freaking guy, man. Mets really dropped the ball on this kid, man. I think 26 home runs now for him. Just a sweet lefty swing from this kid. Man, it hurts a little bit, bro. It hurts. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that whole Javi Baez. The whole Javi Baez.
Yeah, they're gonna got 220 against the Cubbies again. The Sox and Cubbies again in Wrigley. So, man, that's a tough one. Yeah, but it's just now we're talking about it. The trade was 3 years ago, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But
these baseball trades, they come back.
Now,
the baseball trades take the longest to come and bite you. They take the longest to come and bite you.
Yeah.
The NBA trades can take a little bit when you look at SGA and things like that, but the MLB trades, they can take 3-4 years and they come back for you. You trade a single A ball, a class A ball player.
Yeah.
A single or double A ball player, then he comes back for you 4 years later, and that's what's happening.
It sucks.
Javi Baez is such a memory ago, man.
Yeah. I mean, look at what he's doing. I know, cooling off a little, but, having a great year, all-star year, and, look at both of them, and they're no longer on this team. Not that, we could have predicted that with Javi to have a comeback year. They were right for letting him go when they did, but Pete Crow, I mean, you knew at the time, and you can't even really necessarily hate the move at the time because getting Javi Baez was an upgrade for them when they did it. It's one of those moves that, clearly it hurt him in the long run. But, it's tough to make that call. Sometimes you got to make that call. I've talked about making that call with the Mets this season. Trade some of that youth. I don't know. One of these guys might get right at some point. It's potential, or even, some of the arms, in the system, like, hey, some of the pitchers, they got some really good arms down there. Hey, sometimes you got to give a little, get a little. This is a type of team that clearly needs the help. We've seen the pitching issues with the relief pitching. And it's continuing to drop in terms of earned runs in amongst the whole league for the Mets. And why not get rid of some of your youth? But yeah, it was just it hurt a little bit to see Pete Crow doing his thing, man. And Cubbies continue to roll. Let me get to these highlights real quick for the Yankees Braves. For you Yankee fans out there, enjoy this one. We're gonna start top of the 8th, 1 out. All right, 3-2, and you got Austin Wells on the mound right here. All
The
right?
dangerous Austin Wells.
That's right. Check it out.
Play 3-2. In the air towards deep left center field. Profar going to go back again to the warning track. Opens the glove. Makes it over the shoulder catch, and there's out number 2.
That's a nice catch.
Well played by Jerickson, going straight back and had some carry to it.
8-8 after 8. We go to the 9th. Raisel Iglesias can't get a save tonight, but boy, he could get a win. Hold him right there.
Fly ball center
Goldie.
field deep. Going back Harris. Still back.
They
Still
really
back.
put it on.
Oh, missed that one.
Goldschmidt picks up a double to start the 9th inning.
Yeah, he didn't know where that wall was. That's your home ballpark, bro. You got to know where that wall is. He hit the wall
that's
before.
That's going to happen to Michael,
he
where
played
he
on the
actually
ball.
got
That's a
leather
bad
on it
job
and
for
didn't
him.
catch it.
And he walks
It's a
in
terrible.
to load the bases.
Well, I know it's a tough play to make,
Opportunity
but
for Jazz
you gotta know you gotta know your
Chisholm loves
stadium.
the first pitch.
Liner.
Chisholm.
Oh,
Oh, that was
what a play!
the high
Maybe
corner.
A game-saving
Loaded
play
bases now,
by
2
Nacho
out.
Alvarez.
Went right up into the air like he was
Braves,
spring
chance to
loaded.
get out of this
Snatched it
inning.
out of the air.
And the look on Jackson's
keep the
face,
game going here.
his mouth is open. He's agog. Can't believe that.
Oh, man, he smoked it, too.
So now it's
Smoked
Trent
it.
Grisham to the plate.
You like
Sacks
this new
packed full of
Yankee announcer?
Yankees.
I don't know.
And Iglesias trying to leave him stranded.
8-8 game, top of the 9th. High fly ball. Right
Bam.
field. Acuna back.
Grisham.
On the track, at the wall. Save.
Salami.
A grand slam for Grisham.
Grand
And the
salami.
Yankees have
Seen a couple of grand
John-
slams yesterday.
I'm
baby.
still getting used to John Sterling not
Wow,
being
did he
around.
put a charge into
Yeah.
that, baby? Going right center field.
And that was the big blow. That was the big blow,
Michael
bottom
Harris, the
9th.
batter.
Right.
Boy, you get
Right.
Harris aboard,
Slam.
then you bring the tying run to the plate. Only 1 out.
Grounder to second.
And they get that
Murphy
little run
comes
there,
home.
and that was it. 12
But
to
New York
9.
gets out
Yanks
number
find a
2.
way.
It's 12 to 9.
The Yankees
To
are
close
out
it out.
away. 1-2.
Williams.
Swing and a miss. Got him.
A little bit of
Ball game is
resurgence
over.
for
The
Williams. There
Yankees
it
come
goes.
back a
You know.
thrilling victory. 4 home
All that
runs, and they
talk
beat the
early
Braves
on,
12-9.
about Williams and the struggles. I don't know where the ERA is at, but you don't,
Yeah,
you don't
we know you don't
it
hear
anymore,
about him,
right?
Matt,
You know,
because he's
yeah.
pitching good.
Right.
He's pitching good, and Bo's gonna say, "Oh, Devin Williams has been awesome."
I mean, they were trying to trade this guy, in
They
the
could
first
just leave him
month of the
alone
season,
now.
bro.
I mean, he got bro.
Oh.
He's a free agent, isn't he? Isn't he?
I believe yes, but coming up, I mean, coming to start the year, like the struggles. I mean, they were ready to write him off. And I started to wonder a little bit too. I was like, yeah, Pete Alonso break this guy a little bit.
Yeah,
ERA
out of Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, because ever since then he has struggled. And look, the numbers are not great. 4.71, but I think it's more.
That's a lot of that is.
A lot of it's early. I'll check back. I'll pull it up for you guys right here. You see right here. Last night. Does give up a run last night. Obviously,
Okay.
we've seen that. 12 to 9, but 2 strikeouts. 1 walk.
You're pitching
So-
with a 4-run lead, bro. It's okay.
Yeah, and typically we see that with closers where they struggle a little bit with a big lead.
Right,
So,
no matter, no matter
know,
what the lead is, they're gonna make it a little interesting.
They're always
gonna do that.
right. Of course he does, but finds a way to get it done. But the ERA ticks up from 4.5 to 4.7, just like that. You go back a little bit. Nice previous outing on the 13th against the Cubs. 2 strikeouts. All right, that was his 13th save there. 13th save? Oh, so this wasn't a save situation?
No, it's 4-run lead.
Oh, that one was okay,
Gotta be
right,
3.
yeah. Now he's got yeah. So there's a couple games where he hasn't been pitching in a non-save situation. Mariners goes back, nice inning there, scoreless
It's interesting,
inning.
bro.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna let you. I want to talk about the Brewers and the Dodgers.
All right, let me just finish up
When you're
here
done,
with this. Back on the 2nd, July 2nd, he gave up 2 earned runs. And then before that, it's a stretch of games again where he's just pitching, his 1 inning outings and no earned runs. It's been status quo. So a lot of this you have to go far back, early on in the season where that ERA was inflated. I don't have like a number Let me see if I can find a number in like the last month or so for him. But that'd be interesting. What did you want to say about those the Brew Crew and the Dodgers?
Devin Williams' old team. So the Brewers again, they beat the Dodgers yesterday. I believe it was 6-5. Man, this is 5 times they played this year, Matty B, and 5 times the Brewers have beaten the Dodgers. Today will be their grand finale of their season series. So just want to point that out. The Dodgers have lost 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah. Falling. And we spoke about that on previous show, right? Like Dodgers, they have that ability to let them back in and the injury problems. This team, it just feels like something could go wrong with them. Ultimately, I do think they're going to be all right.
8-7. I said 6-5. 8-7 was a 1-1 win. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, I ultimately I do think they'll find a way to win the division. I can't really see, they have too much talent, and I just don't see it happening.
And does it matter that they have these bumps in the road and they can't beat the Brewers this year? They might go and then they might win the division by only 2 or whatever. Does it even matter? Or when we go into the playoffs? I'm like really asking this, like not even rhetorical. Does this matter? These losses.
You still want to win the division. You still want to win.
And they win the division, like you said. They win the division, like have the first or second best record in the NL going into the playoffs. Will that matter, or will that stay with them, or do you just put it behind you and go forward? What do you think?
No, I mean, I think for them to not win the division, it's more of a big blow, and it could provide a little bit of a chip on their shoulder and boost them going into the playoffs. So there's always that. Sports is weird like that sometimes, and they have enough talent to where they'll feel like slighted almost, like we weren't really the team or whatever. And if they could get right when they need to, then okay. I think this team, you have to win the division. It's a monumental failure.
I got another one for you guys, real quick, Matty. To jump on you real quick. The win against the Dodgers yesterday has put the Brewers ahead of the Dodgers in the NL standings by half a game. The Brewers are 58-40.
By the way,
and the Dodgers are 58-41.
Okay, gotcha. Since May for Devin Williams, 3.28. Okay, and in the last 2 months, it's 2.89, and in the last month, his ERA is under 1. Okay.
So we're seeing a trend here.
We're seeing a trend. So he's only gotten better since May, and that's why you don't hear the topic discussion. And that's great. That's great.
It sounds like he's been lights out recently then.
The last month, sir. I mean, in this month of July, he has been phenomenal. So he's only allowed, I believe, 3 runs, and he's had quite a bit of outings. So ERA under 1. So there you go. Devin Williams is on. We didn't even talk about it, bro, even though we mentioned it as the intro was going on. But holy shit, we're wearing the same thing today. This was not coordinated, everybody. All right, keep showing up. And we got the hat. That's sick and twisted, bro. I swear to God.
I saw it in the story. I was like, but I finally looked at the stories before I went on.
But you know what? It makes us official. It's the official Epis uniform, apparently. So
we can bring around the Rosie together.
We'll be setting up a little shop, a little e-shop, and you could purchase these items. Okay, you could purchase the Epis Sports Radio hat, and you can purchase the shirt. All right, that will be coming down the pipeline very, very soon. I'll keep you informed on that. We will be doing the shirt giveaway soon. Okay, I'm setting that up. I'm waiting on a really good episode for that.
14,000, man.
14,000, indeed.
The last giveaway, what was it for?
Last giveaway was 5,000. 5,000.
No way.
Yeah.
We just did that.
Yeah, it was 5,000, bro.
No, it was like for 10.
It was not. I promise you, because
you're right.
I told people about. I told people about the 10,000 giveaway would be the shirt giveaway, and I still haven't done that yet. So I did say I'm waiting on a good episode for that. I don't know if I think it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna do it on an Epis Sports episode. because just with the nature of the Mental Mondays. And I think, because of it, we did it on Mental Mondays last time. I think we got to do this on the Epis Sports.
Agreed.
So, again, it's where we, it was the smoking gun where we started with it. So I think it's only right to do that giveaway on that one. And we'll be giving away like 5 shirts. We got them white and orange. Maybe I'll get a couple others for that show specifically. Get a couple other colors for you guys. And right now we are limited in size, so that's another thing too. That's why I haven't done it. I want to make sure I have in all sizes for everybody, just in case. We got the skinnies and the big ones winning, all right? We want to be mindful for everybody, okay? Aiden, thank you for stopping by and joining us this morning. Let me get back to you here. Right, that's a rule for me. Never watch the games you are invested in monetarily or emotionally. I mean,
That's why I passed. That's why I felt bad. I was like, I'm gonna.
Now you should watch it though. I wouldn't even say that, bro. You really should watch it. I don't think that's also a great strategy because unless you're going back and like watching the highlights, like you should always at least inform yourself on
what's going on and what happened.
If you're gonna continue to bet, you need to stay informed. Like don't blind bet.
The chicken. You're right. The chicken way out. That was like I said. I folded yesterday. Honestly, right, man. You gotta watch, man, because now you're not watching. You're not even enjoying the game anymore.
Yeah, that too.
You're not even enjoying. You're not even enjoying.
I can understand. If you're busy, whatever, you can't get to everything that you're betting on. But you should at least go back, watch the highlights. That way, you study a little bit. It's just like anything, right? You got to do a little bit of research. You can look at all the numbers they provide you on these betting apps, things like that. But at the end of the day, you want to be a little bit informed on what you're betting on. Just don't be blind betting. I know guys be betting on freaking,
table tennis.
Table tennis that they know nothing about. Like that's insane. Like don't. Now listen, unless you're an avid table tennis, fan and you're watching that every Sunday, I don't know when they play, whatever. But, and these guys, in and out.
Bro. Even if you know table tennis, you can't bet on it, bro. You know how either way it can go?
I suppose so. I mean, watching it seems so even in terms, but it's probably not. There's probably like super crazy favorites and things like that. Why am I getting crazy ankle pain all of a sudden? Oh my God. What the hell is that? I just got like shooting pain down my ankles. Oh my God.
That's like a sign.
What? Yeah, I'm dying. That's what it is. Yeah.
No, don't say that. Especially with that. Don't say that, man. Especially with the Annabelle.
I'm dying. The Annabelle. Oh my doll. God. Jesus. Bro, is there an update on it? Where is he?
An update on Dan?
Yes,
Dan Rivera?
Dan Rivera. I'm looking at it right now. All right. Here's this damn
doll. They're not going to give you an update. They're going to leave us on a
there's
fucking
the damn
cliff.
doll, the damn Annabelle doll.
Bro, there is no update. They're going to keep us on the cliff with Annabelle.
No.
Hanging off of it, bro.
Aiden, have you heard about the Annabelle doll and her hand? I don't know, is it her or him? Whatever it is. And it. Have you heard that its handler has died? All right, for Dan Rivera.
As soon as you bring the Annabelle up, Matty gets distraught.
All right. Jesus Christ, this needs to be national news. We need to know about Dan Rivera. I'm checking it out right. Dan Rivera updates. Okay, we're not gonna let this story go quietly into the night.
Not without answers.
No. You know what? We got to reach out to a paranormal person, bro. See if come on the show, talk about this shit. I guarantee we can find somebody. I need to see your face, Dubby. The people need to see your face.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you go.
Sorry.
We want to see your pretty face, dude. All right. I'm trying to look right now. A week after the paranormal investigator was found dead in his Gettysburg hotel room amid a national tour with the Annabelle doll, an allegedly haunted object that inspired the Conjuring franchise. Yeah, we know a Pennsylvania coroner has shared whether the toy was in the room at the 50-year-old time of death. Oh boy, so we got some news. Oh, get out of here. What is this? Francis Dutro, the coroner in charge of Rivera's case, told CNN July 17th, all right, 3 days ago, that the doll, a Raggedy Ann toy that is thought to be possessed by the spirit of a little girl, was not
Was it in the
present.
room?
Was not
It wasn't
present
in the room.
in the room when
It was
where
not.
Rivera was found dead. Okay, so where the hell was Annabelle?
Where
at the
was
time?
it?
That's even crazier. So did
He had
somebody
it.
take? Oh my God!
Or
Yeah,
walked
right. So
away.
what? Oh my God! What's going on? So E! News has reached out to Dutro regarding his latest statement about Rivera's death, which Pennsylvania authorities said in a July 16th police report was natural. Natural.
Okay.
The guy was 54, right? 54? 54 years old.
Natural is a broad term, bro.
That's a bullshit term. Nobody dies of natural causes
very
at
general.
54, bro.
It's general, man. If you have a heart attack at 54, that's natural.
That's not natural. That's bullshit.
It's not natural. It's caused by reason.
Well, then say that he had a heart attack. Then, like, what do you like? What was
So if
like,
Annabelle
what was the cause
if
of
Annabelle
death?
stood up, if Annabelle stands up and touches his forehead and he has a heart attack, it doesn't mean, he had a heart attack, so we don't know what happened still.
Dub, just move over a little bit to your left. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know if
You know?
I don't know if it's my thing or whatever. The coroner's confirmation comes just days after Ghost Hunters alum Jason Hawes, who starred on the Paranormal series from 2004 to 2016, slammed those suggesting there was a correlation between the haunted object and Rivera's tragic death. Okay. Recently, the world lost a good man. Hawes wrote in a July 15 Facebook post, Dan Rivera was an Army veteran, a father of 4, a husband, and someone who truly cared about people. What's even harder to see right now are the posts blaming his death on things like the Annabelle doll. Indeed, while investigators previously confirmed in a report they found...
This is horrible, man.
It is horrible. Nothing unusual or suspicious in the room where Rivera was found dead. Many people on social media have focused on the coincidence yeah, I mean, how could you not? Of Rivera's profession with his mysterious death. But what? So then tell us. Give us the full report.
This is like the Epstein stuff,
right?
all over
Like
again.
release it. Like if he died of a heart attack and you want to say that was the natural causes, then tell us he died of a heart attack. Don't just say he died of
Matty.
natural causes. Well, especially because that pisses me off because we work in the medical field. So it just pisses me. It's like you're saying something without not saying anything. Like, give me the specific, like, what was it? Like, did his aortic valve, like, collapse and get clogged and die? Like, what? Tell me, dude. Like, tell me the specific medical condition that occurred that caused this man to die. Because natural causes, shit don't just naturally cause of death at 54. You just don't go to sleep. All right, that's it. You go to sleep now at 54. Natural that's what I think of natural causes. Like, grandma, yeah, her heart fucking stopped. Because, yeah, her heart stopped. She was 90-something. You know what I mean? Like, of course, she died of... That's dying of natural causes. Like, you're fucking 98 years old. Of course you're going to die. Like, your heart just said, fuck it.
I'm just telling you, the definition, because I've recently was looking at this somewhere, and I was like, oh, interesting, because natural causes, if I have, God forbid, I have an aneurysm right now, they're going to say Ernell died naturally.
Right.
Public, that's what they're going to say. That's how they're going to publish it. If I just fucking have an aneurysm right here, and I fall out live, they're gonna be like, it was natural.
See, Aiden, you didn't hear about this, bro. You didn't hear about this story, right? Saying Sally Bots, thank you, Sally Bots, for stopping by. Ban all dolls. Listen, we were talking. What was that other doll that we mentioned on the previous show? The Robert doll. That's it. Even goes back before the Annabelle doll.
The Annabelle doll, right?
Ooh,
he's 100 years old
and still out there.
Yeah.
Why do we have these dolls?
Key West.
Like we gotta just like
we didn't make they was cursed though. No one made them cursed. Like they just became cursed.
This is not okay. We just can't be. And again, I poor Dan Rivera, but why this guy decided to tore this doll?
And now his legacy, no matter what, this poor guy passed away. His legacy is going to be this evil little freaking doll.
There's going to be like a documentary that comes out. It's like, like, was it of natural causes or?
And his family's pissed off because people can walk to the family. Oh, the doll. Like, it wasn't no fucking doll.
Well, I mentioned in that article from E! News, thank you, E! News, for that nice article there, kind of outlining the timeline on all this and providing some insight. You know, you see the other paranormal investigator, you know, calling out BS. Has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, he
You
got
know,
pissed off.
He got pissed off a little bit.
You know
about
what
his
it
friend,
is?
You know,
Because he don't have. Yeah.
we should
But, bro,
reach
this
out
is
to that
about-
guy.
this is
We
about-
should reach out to that guy.
Yeah. Look, why not?
No, we should. I'm dead serious. We should reach out and see if it comes.
So he could just shut. So he'll shut all of this paranormal
yeah,
shit down.
we'll just shut it
But
down.
he's a paranormal. So he's a paranormal investigator, but he's
Right.
debunking.
Right, and apparently he knew Dan Rivera very well. So you know, like maybe he would like.
So
to
kind of
come
have a
on.
conflict of interest a little bit. All right.
You know,
Maybe you don't
right,
have to shut up.
Listen,
Just ask him.
well, hey, you know, it might be something. We could reach out. We could throw a little, you know, throw a little hook.
Let's ask him.
I'm
yeah,
sure
let's
this
see.
guy don't have much publicity. I mean, it's probably the most publicity this guy's had in a minute.
I mean, ask the guy,
Yeah,
man. You know, you're gonna
so-
sit here and ask the man. The man's gonna look at the vid the last he had to see his. And let's go ask the gentleman if he'll come.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have any publicity he needs.
So for some reason your mic's going in and out a little bit there. Yeah. Was it a little?
Yeah,
far
there
from
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let me get to the chat here a little bit. I think Aiden says, I think if it wasn't a murder or a car accident, it's called natural. I could be wrong though. Nah. It's
I
definitely.
wouldn't say that. But
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, you're right. You're kind of right in the sense.
there's
that if there-
accidents too.
If there, yeah, there's medical, you know, instances in which you know it's not just. It depends, you know. It could be.
I don't
yes,
think, like, to me, an asthma attack isn't naturally. So you got, you know, but
right.
I don't know.
It's a fine definition. You're right. I think if there's an external factor like a traumatic accident, or
Right,
you know,
but if there's all internal, I
it-
think they call it natural.
yeah, I think it's deemed natural. I'd have to go back,
Even
and
if he's
look
26
and
years old.
Yeah. So
Even if
like,
he's
yeah,
26.
if you get like an aneurysm, you know, aortic aneurysm, and then just die. I don't care if you're like 23.
Knock on wood.
You know,
Yeah.
they would deem that as natural causes because there's
Yes.
just no way to predict that. There's no way to get you. It just sometimes that shit just happens. So yes, I believe if there's an external factor contributing to the cause of death, like you know, poisonous gas or you know, a traumatic event like you mentioned, car accident, things like that. Yes, that's unnatural causes. So I believe that's the definition. I'd have to, you know. Go
Yeah,
back
you're
and
right.
check.
Because when you talk about somebody succumbs to AIDS or cancer, they're not going to say they die naturally because they're going to say they battled an illness for a long time. And you're right. Because they're not.
I'd still say AIDS. Well, is it because
And it's
would
not
you-
natural.
Well, but
You're
would you
in a
consider
fight.
that now external because you contracted it from somebody else?
Well,
Is that
no,
what
but
you
I
by
mean,
that?
but I'm talking about how the word is used because I put cancer as contracting someone else and I still put them together in that one. The fact that you're
they could
battling an
deem that-
illness.
unless
You're battling
the cancer.
a long time. You're battling a long time.
See, I'd
illness
have
is
to
the
look
point I'm
that
trying
up
to make.
now. I'd have to look. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Where you're in a fight.
I agree. I kind of agree with you. I agree. Like I wouldn't deem that as natural. I agree with you. I
Right,
don't
that's
know
not
if-
natural. And I don't ever hear 'em-
yeah.
I don't ever hear it saying worded that way. As far as when it comes to a long time illness and someone succumbs to whatever it is. That's why I
Yeah.
say AIDS, cancer, anything, polio, Lou Gehrig's. They're not gonna say you didn't die naturally.
Yeah.
You know, you're in this
I would
fight
have to
for your
agree with
life.
you. Yeah.
You know, ish.
That'd
Like,
be
but you know,
interesting to check out, though. Yeah. Yeah.
but no, but what you were saying originally was like that's not, and I totally agree with you. Like we think about old Mrs. Ethel in her rocking chair, 88, 89 years, you know, and then she, you know, and she just seen the grandkids 3 days ago, and then she calls it quits
Right.
on the chair. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
Or
natural.
even she-
Yeah.
They don't say she had a heart attack. Her heart stopped. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? Bitch had a heart attack, yo. She had a clinical heart attack. That's what it is, right? That just stopped.
Yeah.
Her heart stopped. Old Lady Ethel, you know, and you know,
Old
so.
Lady Ethel.
But if it's it's Lady Ethel. But if it's Mr. John, you know, and he's 51, he's got a 14-year-old, and his heart stopped. They don't say John's heart stopped. They yo, John had a heart attack last night.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's funny, man. It's funny how we do things like that.
Well, you know, good conversation about that. Good little insight and follow up. I know we said we would follow up on this story. So it's interesting to see, poor Dan Rivera left behind a lot of people in wake of his death, and served, obviously in the military. So thank him for that. And tough. Maybe I'll reach out to that to his friend, that other what was his name? Let me see.
Man.
Jason Hawes was the coroner. Let's see the other guy's name.
Yeah, the paranormal investigator. That's what we need to see if we can get with.
Hawes wrote. Wait, hold on. Dan Rivera's Army vet. Yeah. Was that the guy? Hold on. I'll go back. I'll check it later. But yeah, maybe I'll reach out to him, and who knows? Get a little, insight from him as well. I would love, that's what I want to start doing here on the Epis. Really, get some people on, talk about
investigative
things,
journalism, baby.
Sure, baby. This is an all
Get to the
everything
bottom
show.
of things.
So we're doing it up. All right. In other news, Shannon Sharpe.
Oh yeah.
Settles $50 million lawsuit with women who accused him of rape. So we talked about this. Been a little quiet in the news lately for
Tony
Shannon.
Busby, baby.
Little Tony Busby, and there you go. And the money is gotten. So the bag has been settled.
That's good.
And
I imagine there won't be any criminal charges pressed on Mr. Sharpe. I imagine there won't be.
No, I don't believe so.
Dude.
I don't believe so.
What a sham. What a scam. This is America, baby. You gotta love it. Only in America, as the great Don King once said. Only in America.
So what do you think? After he settles this lawsuit, you think, well, they took his duties off the show, right? Is he airing on TV at all? What's he doing? Is he not?
No, he's on, everything's on YouTube
It's
and
all YouTube.
Odyssey.
He's on his podcast,
He's on Odyssey.
right? So
Yeah,
he's been
still on
stripped
Odyssey.
of
They
all
kept him
his responsibilities.
No,
on
he's
television.
on, I wouldn't say stripped. They put him on a hold because they could have canned him. They didn't.
He ain't coming back.
I think he'll be back on television.
You think so? Yeah, how long is it going to take?
Man.
Because he's not
You
coming
know,
back
with
right
all
away.
of these, with all of these scammers and getting scammed, and this was a scam, bro. Come on. This was a play. This was a bag secure by this young lady, and she did a good job of it. God bless her. Take your money and get the hell out of here. We'll never hear from you again. But let's come on. Everyone knows it, bro. And we see this all the time. I don't think you're going to get the death penalty. When I say the death penalty, never being seen on TV and totally canceled. I don't think you're going to get, I don't think Shannon Sharpe's going to get that. He's too big, and he's too much of a money generator, and he's too much of a unique personality. And I think that's going to supersede these allegations. And I think we'll see him on TV before the year's over.
Both parties stated that the sexual relationship was consensual and agreed to end
Right.
all legal action. The case is now closed with no details shared about the terms of the settlement outside of the $50 million. So
He's got to stay away from them little young girls, man.
yeah, that's for sure. And you say right there, look, you got your money, and you said it was consensual. So I don't even understand that, but okay.
Right. But he still, he
You know-
just wanted to go away. We don't want to see the discovery. When that discovery comes, that's the thing up with Trump talking about he's going to sue the Wall Street Journal. If he sues the Wall Street Journal, all of the stuff the Wall Street Journal has, they're going to put it out there, and we're going to see why they feel like they could do that, and the proof they have that they obviously have to prove that that letter is real. So it's just a threat to sue, and she made a threat to sue, but at the end of the day, there was a settlement with Shannon and this young lady and her party, right? So we never see everything, and like you said, you read, everything is put under the rug forever.
Right.
Almost forever. Right. So, with Trump, if the Wall Street Journal is not going to settle with him, they're gonna be like, no, this is what we're doing. Like, this is real, and so he's gonna have to decide whether or not he wants to go ahead along with this lawsuit. And if he does, that means everything that they have is gonna get put on the table to defend themselves against him and his claims that they have a fraud letter and all this defamation stuff, right? And now, if he changes his mind and says, I'm not suing, why are you not suing, buddy? Didn't you say they defamed you? Oh yeah, because it's true. The letter's real. And he said all these drawing stuff. So I don't know if you've seen this new stuff, Matty, when they have a bunch of pictures. I think I might have sent you one in the Discord. They have a picture of all his drawings. He said, I never drew anything. And they have pictures of 10 of his drawings. Some of them got auctioned off. Real, like, sixth grade shit. This is the diagram I have for the new building. The skyline here. And he'll have skyline. This over the years.
Yeah.
He's had drawings from 90s, 80s. He likes to draw. You get the oak tag. Let me show you. And he stencils. He does this all the time. People say, he draws shit all the time. Yeah, so a little bit of that to this here. It's lawsuits, man. That is the time. This is the time we're in, right? Lawsuit. Forget criminal stuff. Lawsuit. But this letter that he is supposed to have wrote it like in the third person, where he's having a conversation with Jeffrey Epstein. And at the end, he says, our wonderful dark secret no one will ever know. It's like a villain in a children's story, yo.
Right.
Like, I mean, no pun intended. Yeah, he's like Gargamel. He sounds like Gargamel, bro. I'll go into the Smurf village and destroy them and plunder and no. That's how he sounds, bro.
In other news, to close out the show, because I do have to get going. We are over the hour mark already. It just goes so fast sometimes. Sally and Aiden, thank you for being active in the chat today.
Sally!
Beautiful conversation. I know I didn't get to all your comments today, but thank you for being a part of the show. It's been a beautiful thing. Thank you, everybody else. Watching it in post or just watching it behind the scenes, hanging out with us this morning. We really appreciate you. Please like the post. If you're watching on YouTube, like it, follow, subscribe, keep the notifications on. All right, it helps a lot, keeps the algorithm moving, and it's only going to make this show get better. So thank you for all the support. We appreciate you. All right, nearing 15,000 on YouTube right now. And then we've seen a lot of uptick on the Instagram pages as well. So keep showing up. As always, we appreciate it. Didn't want to just show this real quick. Yes. We got the shirts. Oh, look. I don't even have our faces up there. I'm doing all this promo and doing that. Look, silly me. So I wanted to show you Juan Soto apparently batting at Citi Field. When not our faces. But the Keep Showing Up shirt. There you go. All right. As always, thank you. Okay, one story before we go. I'll do one or two. Monet Davis. Little League star. Okay, you may have remembered the name. I certainly do. Watched her growing up and, dominating in the league. She is, I believe, professional softballer right now. She will be one of 600 plus players to try out for the Women's Professional Baseball League that is kicking off in 2026.
25 years old now?
I'll check her out. Hold on. Let me see.
24. This is 2014 when she dominated in Williamsport. I think 2012, 13, you like that?
Let's see. Monet.
Philadelphia.
She was born in 2001, so there you go. 24.
Okay. There you go. 24.
Yeah, 24, yeah. She was Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, right? She was one of two girls who played in the 2014 Little League World Series and was the first girl to earn a win and to throw a shutout in the Little League World Series. So there's a girl amongst the boys, and dominating, phenomenal. You see a little video there, throwback. All right, dominating. Yeah, Monet. Yeah, and that's phenomenal.
Yeah, baseball.
Can't wait, man. Like that, Monet really has a chance to be like one of those top pitchers in the league. In this women's baseball, like early favorite, Cy Young for 2026.
You're pumped up about this women's baseball league, aren't you, Matty B?
Oh, absolutely. I love
That's
baseball, man.
I know it.
I'm gonna be there, man. This is a beautiful day. I've been advocating. Advocating for this for years, man. For years, I've been saying, why don't the women play baseball? And if they're good enough, they should play with the men. Like that's it. Especially if they're good enough. If they can play, why not? I could see a woman, topping out like 885, throwing like a mean ass knuckleball, like crazy sweeper, and just going up there and screwing up guys. Like I could definitely see that. We've seen it before. The guys top out 88, 89. but you get a crafty, pitcher, a lot of movement. You can make it
There's
work,
ever going to
man,
be
you
a
know what I'm saying?
sport where a woman goes be a pro, probably would be baseball.
It would be
but
baseball. I agree. It
I'd
would
be-
probably be the only baseball in which you
Only
could do it.
sport that's
Yeah,
possible, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. But
She would have to
who knows
be,
though, man? I
like,
don't know. Basketball.
bruh,
I feel like basketball
argue,
it might
bruh.
change, but I don't know. We'll
I
see.
mean, I don't know, bro. No way in basketball.
I don't know. Like listen, with gene therapy and all that, everything coming and changing.
Well, your gene therapy. That's what we're talking about. Now we're talking. Okay, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Well, no. I'm just talking about. She just plays ball all her life, and she's good
We're
enough to
picking
play
and
the ball.
choosing DNA, man. You better watch out in the next 20, 30 years,
no altered young ladies.
20, 30 years, you're going to see women dunking, bro.
No, I mean, if they do naturally, cool. But I'm just talking about no genetics, yeah, no needles, no pills.
No, listen, yeah. But, like, bro, you can literally, like, diagnostically, you can pick your own gender. You know what I'm saying? Like, theoretically, at this point, we can literally.
I know.
If you have enough money, like $1 million people can literally, like, all right, I want to make like the next LeBron James, like, yeah, they're super athletic, this and that, like super, like, all right, I'm just gonna like.
Can you go?
They have that type of technology. I'm sorry, they do.
But they already have a LeBron James.
No, but I mean, like, yeah, but nobody's, it would require like massive amounts of money. I'm just saying, as technology grows,
I know they
change.
can clone him, of course.
Like. Eventually.
Of course they can clone, but...
Eventually you might have some superhumans coming out.
Bro, I'm going to be up out of here, bro. I'm going to be up there, baby. I'm going to be out. I'm good, bro.
That's a wild theory, but I'm just saying,
come get me, big guy, before it.
But Monet
you talking
Davis,
about like Homelander, bro?
Potentially. I mean, it's on the table, bro.
No,
like,
man.
I don't,
You see how Homelander, was moving,
we got
right?
robots running marathons and cooking our food.
You see the type of shit Homelander was doing, right? So you see what type of shit Homelander was doing, right?
That's what I'm saying. Right. Yeah, all right. It's not completely far-fetched.
No, I know. That's the scariest thing about it. I mean, come get me before, man. Send me. I'll be the answer.
Yeah. Chances are, I don't know if.
Oh my God.
Maybe we'll see the beginning of that. I don't know. Like that's.
I don't know, man. The lady that's 98 years old, right? Does she imagine this stuff right now that she's looking at? She's got the app. She's got a phone. She got a great. Trying to show her a new app so she can get her groceries. Did she know this was gonna happen?
No.
On this thing. So I'm not gonna say the superhuman, bro.
This is interesting, actually. I was going to share one more thing, and apparently it's been taken down. It was a Miss Rachel post.
Okay.
I don't know. You're familiar with Miss Rachel?
No, maybe.
Miss Rachel is a YouTube personality, right? She's known for her educational videos for special needs children. Been a viral sensation, and now she has her own Netflix series, the whole thing.
Okay.
She's been in water recently, a little under the water. Here it is for the people on the screen. Just show here Instagram post. Go give her a follow. All right, she's got 3.4 million followers. I was gonna share a post. She's been very outspoken against the war in Gaza, the whole Israel-Palestinian conflict, and she has talked about it a lot, and she's been under fire, specifically this post right here, where she brought on a little girl that is an amputee from Gaza, okay? A lot of people saying that she's anti-Semitic, this and that, really going after her, and all she's doing is just, highlighting this poor girl that, has lost her leg in war, and just speak out about just genocide and everything that's been going on, and we spoke a bit about it on episode 30. We sit here and there's just genocide taking place, and we're doing virtually nothing about it, and we're supporting an administration in which that is literally financially backing this genocide, and what are we to do? We sit here and we wonder, what are we doing? Right. You know, what are we doing here? And you know, we attacking people like her who are just trying to do good for the world and things like that.
Oh, but my man, like you talk about sit back and watching genocide that's halfway across the world. We do not want to know if we want to protect the children right here, bro. We don't even not sure. We're not even sure. We're trying to figure it out. Like, yo, what are we gonna do about this Epstein thing?
So the you know
So we don't even. So what do we like?
so the
man,
answer
we're
is to
already
just
at-
let everybody else just die off over there. You
No,
know, so
I'm
continue
not
to
saying that.
support
I'm just
yeah.
saying what I'm not saying what we shouldn't or shouldn't do. I'm just saying what we are right now. Like
Yeah.
where we are mentally. Like we're so far away from. Where did I even? Remember we say all the time, you can't take care of everybody else around you. We're not
Yeah.
even right now. We are so mangled. Like our minds are not. Our chain of way of thinking, collectively, it's just pretty. It's pretty in the gutter, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I
it's
I
hard.
hear you. I mean, as a nation, for sure. But
Right.
you know, we have to get smartest. I mean, you see it. There's protests in the street, things like that. But the media would have you believe it's unruly, and there's too much going on. I can't seem to find this post. I think she actually took it down. Wow, that's insane. There was a post that she had talked about that right now in Gaza about it was about 25 children a day are being killed, you know, on average. And
Right.
apparently, for whatever reason, she took that post down. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe the numbers were off, statistically incorrect, and you know she received some quick
And then when
backlash
there's
on
all
it.
the
But, yeah.
pressure's on, and now all of a sudden the commander in chief he's sick, he has circulatory issues, his legs are numb, and all this other shit. All of a sudden, Mister, this is a joke.
Gino, Gino, what's up, Gino? Thanks for showing up, man. The media can talk, but the media is controlled. You know, we've seen that. You know, at least our American media. You know,
We're seeing a battle with
Yeah.
with Trump and the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah.
We're seeing that right now. A battle between the media and the threats.
And those
You know,
that
like the
do
Wall-
speak out, you know, are getting criticized and or
or
threatened.
silence or slandered.
Right,
Yes.
You see this whole Colbert situation. Yes, I've heard the news. Paramount losing $40 million a year on the show theoretically. I don't always quite understand how that works, how they generate, because it's not the only show that loses money and yet seems to be in existence for forever. I don't understand how that necessarily works, but it tell me it's a coincidence that speaking out just 3 days earlier about Trump administration and $18 million lawsuit, yada yada, and yet this guy is fired. So and the show, obviously it kind of lines up with their theory. Show gets canceled entirely. It's not only Colbert that get canceled, but we see this elsewhere, right? People are speaking out. We've seen viewer censorship. We've seen viewer censorship on our own show. Right now,
It's nuanced the way they do it. It's real. It's real nuanced and like they do it their different ways.
Right. And
but there's definitely censorship. Is they're not gonna put a big X down the screen, but they figuratively they.
And it shows with our stuff as well. It's the algorithms and everything on all your social media.
Bans,
It's really it really pick and choose what they want to feed you. There's no secret there. That is the world in which.
But they'll feed you them AI. They'll feed you them AI scam commercials all day right here on the tube.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, you've seen Trump administration, openly use AI and have posted on social media like some crazy stuff. It's nuts.
Bro, the older internet users eat AI quicker than the young. They eat it up.
Yeah.
Our guys north of us, our age, starting north of you.
Right.
Because people, they eat that shit up as soon as they see it. Yeah, that's the headline. The voice, I heard it.
I'm gonna actually try and promote that episode 30 right now as we speak for the whole
Go for it.
the whole situation. I want to see. I want to see if they allow us, because this is the true test of viewer censorship. Because this was a very big episode for us, episode 30. If you haven't done so, go check it out. All right, and we talk a lot of politics. Pretty much, it's primarily a political show and news show. We talk very little sports in that one. So check it out, though. It's good commentary throughout, I believe, from all of us. But something that needed to be said, needed to be talked about, and I just want to see.
There's so much going on. Look, Governor, real quick. Yeah. Governor Gavin Newsom. Oh, sorry, here it is. Governor Gavin Newsom from California announced that the California High-Speed Rail Authority is suing the Trump administration for pulling $4 billion for the state's high-speed rail project. The lawsuit claims that the termination of the agreement is petty political retribution motivated by Trump's personal animus towards California and the high-speed rail. So it's so much. This is just now, right? There's so much stuff going. Oh my God! The lawsuit here, lawsuit there. We're gonna sue, and all this stuff is gonna be caught up in these civil pipelines for months and weeks, till anything gets found settled with any of these, and it just holds up everything.
Oh my God. Mooncakes just sent me something on Instagram. I gotta show you people. So, real quick, for people that want to see, we're gonna close out the show. I really do have to get out of here. I gotta take the kids to the zoo today. There's so much to talk about. I know we could do another 3-hour show right now. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Gino, Sally, Aiden, man, it's been a great morning, man. I hope you guys have a beautiful end to your weekend. The Mets, I wanted to share this. Oh, come on. I got to lower this goddamn thing, man. Yay. Change my screen up a little bit. It's too big. All right. Where is it? There you go. 10-20. You can't see the bottom of it, but it says 10-20 Mets record in the last 30 games. And then my wife, Mooncakes, in the chat sends me this. And I thought this was hilarious as well. Dumb. You can take a look at it. It's on the screen right now. We figured out what's wrong with the Mets. There's an affair going on with Mr.
Oh, wow.
Grimace.
Is this true?
This is, I don't know, but we're trying to figure it out. Some investigative journalism. We think this may be the problem with the New York Mets. Grimace is having an affair with Mrs. Met.
She wouldn't. She would never. Not with Grimace.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm kind of disgusted, man. This is who posted this? Grimace, like this is Grimace's side.
No, this is a Big Mets Energy page. Go check them out on Instagram.
But I mean, who's giving who took this picture? Why
I don't know. I don't know if it's AI generated or it's an actual picture, but it's got to be investigated.
It's just a picture, man. It's just a photo, bro. Look at his hands.
Look at his hands. Are we so sure that's not AI generated? I don't know.
No, and even see if it's a real picture, Mr. Met. I mean, Mrs. Met. It's a whole. It's not. It's just friends or ballpark friends. Yeah, coworkers.
Oh man. I don't know. Whatever the case may be.
If his hands were lower by the Met muffins,
Listen, I seen Mrs. Met yesterday. I think she's padding a little bit, bro. We were checking out the yams a little bit. I think she's padding a little bit on those. You can see she got those booty shorts with the padding on it. It's a little exaggerated. No.
I seen her mama. Yeah, that's real. I seen the mama.
Oh man, I don't know, man.
It's real, bro.
Whatever the case may be, the Mets drop another one, 10-30 in the last game.
Man, you can't do this, man. We're in public, man. Can't, man. You letting a lot of people down, man. Embarrass the family.
So who knows? We'll see. It's an ongoing investigation.
This is disgusting, man. He's a disgusting guy. He's a disgusting individual.
They gave this guy a commemorative seat out in the Pepsi porch. Can you believe
He's
it?
got money. He's got money now. He's throwing it around. He's got more money than Mr. Met, just for sure. He's got money a long time, Grimace.
This
He's
is
with the
disgusting.
clown.
It's disgusting. All right, folks.
I don't trust any of those McDonald's people. Not any of them. Not
With
one of
that
them.
being said, that is a great way to conclude today's show. Episode 31. It's Epis Sports, man. Let's see if
His good friend is a burglar, is a hamburger.
Oh my God.
His bestie's a thief. You can't trust none of them. All right, and a clown.
Yeah. All right, folks. We're gonna get out of here. I gotta go take the kids to the zoo. Got a long day for me. I got a lot of content to push you out, so stay tuned for that. Just bear with me. All right, tomorrow, Mental Mondays with Epis. I don't even know, episode 16 now, 15, whatever it is. I will be there. All right, I think I'm riding solo tomorrow. Let me get to the exact number for you. What is it? What episode is it now, Dub?
I think it's 16.
Episode 15 is coming out, baby. All right, episode 15 tomorrow, Mental Mondays with Epis. Join me. Joining in on conversation, 10 p.m. Eastern time, unless I tell you otherwise. Maybe I'll go a little bit earlier. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. I got a lot to do, Again, thank you for showing up this morning. Thank you for showing up this weekend. We had a great show on Friday. Go check that out if you haven't done so. It's a big one, big topic, 3-hour show. A lot was talked about on that show, so definitely go check it out. It's already up there on YouTube for you, the post-edited version. Please, and remember, hit that like button, follow, subscribe, keep the notifications on. It means a lot. It goes a long, long way. All right, Dub, any closing comments for the people as we get out of here?
No, man. Just have a great week, whether you consider this the beginning of the week or the end of the week. Great Sunday. Keep showing up.
Yeah,
See you
make
guys on
Monday a good day, right? We talked about that on previous show. Make Monday a good day. Happy Mental Monday for all of you. Just stay positive. Do what you got to do. Keep showing up. That's all that matters. Aiden, thank you for stopping by, man. Great stream, guys. Thank you. Gino, Mooncakes, Sally, all you guys. Thank you for all the support. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us for this early morning episode. All right, guys. Until next time, keep showing up.
Wake up! You can't remember where it was. Has this dream stopped?
Got it!
Broadcasting from the capital of sports. It's
I'm ready to start my
Matty
day.
Show.
Even though that was it.
Right here on Epis Sports Radio.
Matty B!
And it's swung on and into the air. To deep right center. That ball is high. That is far. It is gone.
Yeah.
Very deep.
That was good, Matt.
Deep to left field. Headley back near the wall. The Mets win the ball game.
Hopefully the Mets win the ball game today. Jesus. We need a win. Goddamn Grimace.
They're gonna win today.
Eric Decker holds
All right, everybody. Hope you have a beautiful Sunday, afternoon, evening. Keep
That
showing
NL
up.
Central is tough, Matty.
Until next time, it's your boy Matty B, Epis Sports Radio, W. Du Bois. Keep showing up.
That NL Central.